What is up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. So for today, let's talk about mindset. Okay, so mindset is what you have going up here. All right, what is going up here? Mindset is about how you think, how you talk to yourself, how you act, how you behave, and what is it that you do consistently in order to prove to yourself that you have the capacity and the capability to execute and achieve what you want. So, you've probably heard sayings like having a mind of steel, or a Spartan mindset, or a tough mindset. All that really entails is having an anchor point up here, okay? Having a reference point up here. So any time life gets tough or you get distracted, you can refer back again to that anchor point and get yourself back to where you're supposed to be. So your mindset, all it is a tool to help you achieve your goal or objective. Okay, whatever that may be. You want to make more money, you want to date more girls, you want to get healthier, you want to get stronger, you want to get smarter, whatever the case may be. Your mindset is basically what is it that you're going to do to achieve what you want, but most importantly, what is it you're not gonna do to also achieve what you want. Okay? And how you're going to go about this is by having two things: discipline and unwavering self-belief. Okay? The discipline part comes in because there are days where you're not going to feel like doing what you need to do. There are days where you're going to be tired. There are days where you're going to just want to take the easy way out. And discipline is basically doing what you said you're going to do, regardless of whatever life or even you throw towards yourself to stray away from your path. Okay? So that's one of the bases of having a good and strong mindset. Secondly, self-belief. You cannot doubt yourself. That little voice in your head, that little bitch that will tell you you're not good enough, you can't do it, this is difficult, this is hard, you're not qualified, you are not up to the task, maybe you need to take more time preparing. All of that little nagging voice that's trying to drag you down, that is the voice of you not having any belief in yourself. You have to have such a strong belief in yourself that you're almost at the point of being delusional. Okay? I want you to think of yourself as if you were a god, that you can create anything you envision. That's the level of delusion you have to reach. Because you cannot be your own self's worst enemy, okay? There's enough people out there in the real world, okay, that are gonna put you down and tell you you can't do things or achieve things. So the last thing you want is an illusionary version of yourself that you created in your head being your enemy and telling you you can't. So the way you're going to fight this is you are going to have this absolute delusional self-belief. And that self-belief is going to get tested, in particular when you run through a hard patch, when you're running out of money, when you're running on little sleep, when you're getting a lot of rejection, when you had to skip meals because you couldn't afford it, because you had to pay rent, or you had to focus on getting the job done. That's when that little bitchy lack of self-belief starts to creep in and eat away at your mindset. Now remember, we want discipline and self-belief as the basis of our mindset. So, your mindset, it is literally everything. It will make you or break you. And at the end of the day, it is a choice. You choose your mindset. You choose either a weak mindset or a strong mindset. You choose a mindset that will take you to greater heights than you could have ever imagined, or you choose a mindset where you make excuses for why you can't do this or that, and you stay stuck and possibly even degrade further back. Now, another part of having a strong and solid mindset is being optimistic, okay? Again, to a certain extent, in a fairly measured way, I guess, you still have to be delusionally optimistic, okay? There is literally no benefit whatsoever, okay, in being pessimistic. Trust me on this one. You're looking at somebody that spent a good portion of their life being pessimistic. And I can assure you that once I made the change to being optimistic, which was not easy, it was an uphill battle, it was a challenge, and it took some time to develop that mindset, my results skyrocketed. Now here's why. The problem with being pessimistic is that you see the risks and what could go wrong and the downside in everything prior to even taking one actionable step to see what the probability of you achieving what you want is. So you've already defeated yourself. You didn't even start. You defeated yourself prior to starting. Now, a lot of the times, pessimists are right. Because let's face it, life isn't necessarily easy and the odds are stacked against you. So that's one thing pessimists have going for them, okay? However, optimists, on the other hand, while you don't necessarily always succeed or achieve what you want as an optimist, it gives you that energy and push to move past the no's and the failures until you're able to achieve the success or the yes. Optimism is all about envisioning that things are gonna work out. It's about having this inner understanding within yourself that it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. That it is absolutely possible for you to get what you want. And it's just a matter of keeping at it. Okay? Now, what makes an optimist isn't that they just are positive all the time and they're consistently getting their way. No. An optimist is an optimist because even when they run into hiccups, into roadblocks, into failures, into rejection, they have the capacity to learn from that and move past that, and also adapt along the way towards achieving what they want. And that is a very, very powerful mindset to have, okay? To always look to the future and assume it's always going to be better. And it's not a matter of if it's going to be better, it's a matter of going when. This, by the way, is a basic underlying principle of all businesses. The principle is known as a going concern, meaning that anybody that gets into business always assumes that the business is going to continuously do well in the long run and there is no failure or losses. Now, statistically speaking, that is not true. We know for a fact that entrepreneurs, something like 80% to 90% failure rate in the first 3 years. However, businesses operate under that assumption because it gives them something to work towards to. It gives them something to look forward to. If you did not assume that everything is gonna go well and that you're gonna do fine, you're gonna give up. You're just gonna give up. You're gonna sit there and say, why bother? Why does it matter? It doesn't matter what I do. I keep failing. I need to stop and cut my losses. Okay? But the successful entrepreneurs and the successful business owners and even the corporate executives are the ones that understand the long game. And you cannot play the long game without being optimistic, without having self-belief, and without being disciplined. Okay? So all these come together to give you a solid, strong mindset that you need for everything in life. Okay? Because what's the alternative? What's the alternative? Sitting down, not trying to do anything, being depressed and sad and self-defeating, and just giving up on life and everything because it's hard. So what? Let me tell you something. Hardships are there to turn you into a better version of yourself. Okay? Hardships are the way. They're literally guideposts on what you need to tackle and take on to become a better version of yourself. So, if your hardships are in relation to money, or to dating, or to getting stronger in the gym, or to losing weight, or having an aesthetic physique, and you look at all of these things and you think to yourself, God, this is so difficult. I'm not meant for this. These challenges and difficulties are exactly what you need to tackle to move further ahead, to meet the future version of you that already exists. Now, whether you guys believe in time, space, different dimensions, and all of that, truth of the matter is that future version of you does exist. The question is, are you taking the necessary actions to meet that version of you or to become it? Because it already exists right now. It's just not material. For it to materialize, you have to tackle and conquer the challenges and the difficulties that you're procrastinating on, that you're avoiding, that you are scared of. And that takes me back to mindset. To be able to do that, you need to have the correct mindset. All right? So, in order to sum this up, if you're going to have this strong mindset, okay, you're going to have to be optimistic. You're going to have self-discipline. And you are going to have a strong self-belief You have everything you need within you. You have the knowledge, you have the know how, you have the tools within you. You just need to act on it. Okay? Right, you guys, hope this is helpful for some of you out there. If it is, make sure to give me a thumbs up, consider subscribing to the channel, turning the bell notification on, and with that said, I'm gonna wrap it up here. As per usual, very much appreciate your time and attention, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.